Yo, what's up? My name is DJ Fresh, one half of Domboshaba. This is Shona SA. And Domboshaba means Red Hill in Kalanga. I'm Kalanga, he's Shona. So we figured since our tribes are almost related, we might as well do something. And Domboshaba is like a legendary hill in the south of Zim and the north of Bots. Yes. So yeah, that's how we came together. He's like the mad scientist. He doesn't sleep. He literally, if you look carefully, there are toothpicks holding his eyes open. The toothpicks holding his eyes open because doesn't sleep. It's just he's constantly creating. He's like the Frankenstein of the music industry, always creating. Every morning he wakes up, it's like, ego, it's alive. What is that? A brand new production. So yeah, we're Domboshaba. Thanks to Mark Stent for introducing us. Though, I used to do a lot of gigs in Zim, Bulawayo, and he used to come to the club in high school.
College, actually, yeah.
Were you in college?
Yeah, I was in college at that time, yeah. So it was more Bulawayo Poly, and so we used to go out with the guys like Fridays. After lectures, we used to go out with the guys, Cafe Baku. Start off at Cafe Baku, and then end up around Visions where he used to play. Yeah, it used to be epic nights. It was crazy, man. And no, we used to look at Fresh and think, And then my friends would always say, one day. But hey, check, look what happened.
And yeah, the rest is history. We are Domboshaba.
We are Native Tribe in the Q-Bic, self-named. This is my partner in crime, Native Tribe. I am the Q-Bic. Me and Native, we met in 2018, I believe. I think we met on Facebook. Yeah, funny enough. A unique story. So we met, we actually collabed together and we started a song called The Wolf and the Lion. And then since then we saw that our energies actually, they really align in a lot of ways because we actually spoke a lot while we were actually collaborating. I think we were talking about our vision about how we want our sound to sound and what kind of landscape we want to set. So we were always like, we had this thing in common where we would say we love the cinematic movie-like scope. The epic drop, it's like, like your DJ is Hans Zimmer kind of vibes, So since then, we actually decided like, hey man, I think we should do this more often and start collaborating together. And actually, instead of just doing a collaboration, why don't we just form a duo? And then I remember I said, hey man, let's come up with the name. I was like, nah, let's just, our names are the name of the duo, So ever since then, we've been working together and we've been crafting music together. And then up until, fast forward to now with meeting with Domboshaba, which we met primarily through our friend Teach. He hooked us up. He was a fan of our music. I think the first remix we did.
I called you aliens.
Still call you aliens. I remember. There was like a remix we did for them. I can't remember. I'm just blanking out right now.
It was it was wow.
I'm singing it in my head, but the name is gone.
Yeah. It had a blue artwork.
And purple artwork. Yes. So So ever since he's been a fan of of how we work, and we're a fan of how they work, because even with their catalog, they have a very strong catalog, and we're like, man, like collaborating with the likes of Domboshaba and what we brings like a unique, I don't know, I can't even say unique, like just never before heard kind of combination,
But can we agree that you two are easily the two most underrated on the scene right now? Can we agree on that, though?
I will humbly agree.
Because I'm gonna say it because you're not gonna say it. Okay. So I'm just taking it off your chest and putting it on my chest.
So much later.
Two of the most underrated on the scene right now, but the day the floodgates open, aye, linyile.
Utlwa. Basically that's our intro and that's who we are. Okay, the track actually started. Okay, this track started. Actually, I think the fire started like during the pandemic. It was like 2020. So it was like one of those experimental projects. I just wanted to do something dark and I had a bad day, basically. Let me just say that, and I just wanted to do something that kind of breaks the rules.
So no tweet.
Like Utlwa, you understand?
And firstly, it was called Zodiac Ghost.
Yeah, it was called Zodiac Ghost. So it was a demo. I sent it to Native, and then we played around with it and sat on it for a couple of years, you know. And then one day we went to Domboshaba Studios, and I don't know what happened, but we just decided to play it because it was very raw. And then, hey, Mr. No Sleep here decided that no, guys, this is good, because like it was one of those projects I felt like it's too out of there, so it won't, like, you know.
Let me tell you about Mr. No Sleep here. So it's 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I'm supposed to play at High in Ibiza for Black Coffee's residency. Mr. No Sleep here, the day I'm supposed to play, is like, please don't sink your sticks yet. I'm sending you one more song. He sent Utlwa. I test drove it in Spain 2 years ago. Fucking epic. It's only coming out now though.
Yeah, I was surprised. I just got the video. He sent me on WhatsApp. I was like, wait, what?
It was actually, you know, the
But
time
that's
that you
like-
guys came through and you played the song, I was like, are these aliens mad? Are you actually mad? Because you're like, nah, it's nothing. It's just something. And I'm like, what do you mean it's nothing? This.
No, that's actually why I love working with Domboshaba, because sometimes you like we work on projects and then you don't feel confident about it because it doesn't meet the blueprint of what would be considered a hit. You know what I mean? So you just sit, and I sat on for like the project for like 4 years. Before that, even before like 4 years, man.
They just let us be, actually.
Yeah, and then he gave us the idea that, hey guys, this is worth doing because nobody's doing it.
Yeah.
And then
Did you tell them that you're a vocalist now?
Yes, yeah. Hey mom, yeah, I sing too. No. What happened in the studio was that I think while we were working, and then Teach here was like, oh no, Utlwa. He was like explaining the concept. He was like, Utlwa, yeah, what if you say Utlwa? And I was like, oh snap, oh that's dope. Who are you gonna get to do it? And they were like, no. No, you guys do it. They were like, oh okay, no, it's fine. I have a very bad voice. I don't have a voice for anything, you know. So I just laid out the vocals. It sounded stupid to me when I was doing it, but then when we did the playback, it was just like, fuck, you know.
Three years ago, I'm on a tour in Botswana, and we're working on Voices of Hope, and it's almost done. There's a track that we're not sure about. How Jiggy sends me the track, now it has a vocal. I'm like, my dude, and then who's on the vocal? He's like, oh, I did the vocal myself.
That's shorter for you. That's shorter.
So all of a sudden, I had a vocalist on the song, and it was my dude here.
We were talking about it on the way. You remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh my god. But anyway, basically, so Utlwa, I think Utlwa is more. I kind of felt like Utlwa is more of a record that we kind of felt like it needed to be heard, and I strongly believe, like what Fresh said, I strongly believe they're very underrated and they are very amazing producers and amazing artists, and I just wish the whole community could actually see them for who they really are. So Utlwa for us was more like listen.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
listen, because Utlwa means listen. So it's like listen, this is a different sound. And I promise you it's a sound that you've never heard before, and it will continue to be a sound that you have never heard before. So even after this release, I'm sure Domboshaba and Native Tribe Da Q-Bic will still make new records after this.
Definitely, there's going to be more craziness, madness, cinema vibes, everything. So yeah.
Hey, yo, what's up?
We are Domboshaba.
This is Native Tribe.
And this is the Q-Bic.
Catch a brand new single coming out on the 10th of April. Utlwa.
Listen over here.